On everybody, it's JetsCentral coming back with another video, and in this one I wanted to recap today's game between the New England Patriots at the New York Jets. Alright, the game was played at MetLife Stadium and the Patriots walked away victorious. Final score 27-13. And to be quite frank with you guys, I'm not really that pissed off. Alright, I'm not fuming, I'm not super angry, anything crazy like that. Why? Because I just kind of expected the game to go the way it did. I thought that the Jets were going to be competitive really in the first half. And then midway through the third quarter, late into the third quarter, I thought that the Patriots were just going to pull away. It's pretty much exactly what happened. So, not really too angry about today's loss. I wasn't really going into this game expecting the Jets to dominate on all facets of the game. I am definitely proud of how the Jets played, especially coming off two demoralizing losses to the Dolphins and then the Bills. To bounce back after a bye week and to really play the Patriots, one of the better teams in the AFC, have a pretty competitive game. I am happy about that. And, we had a few guys out there making plays, Jamal Adams. I think it's pretty safe to say that Jamal Adams is a top 3 safety in the league. Top 3 strong safety. This guy's out there making plays in the backfield. He's coming up making hits. He wraps up an open field. I like that. He flies all around the field. Especially in coverage. He was making a lot of plays today covering Gronk. I thought he did a really nice job covering Gronk today. And not to mention, he's the leader. He's the anchor of the defense, right? He really keeps the morale up, especially when times are tough. So Jamal Adams, my hat continues to go off to you. I mean, just what a beast, all right? This guy needs to go to the Pro Bowl. And if you guys haven't voted for the Pro Bowl already, go make sure you guys vote for Jamal Adams because I really want to see him in there. He definitely deserves it. But, another guy I want to mention, too, is Mike Pennell. He was out there anchoring the interior of the defensive line. He was getting a nice push up front. But the Patriots did a really nice job kind of setting the edge outside with guys like Sony Michel and whatnot. Anyway, the point is that the Jets had a few guys out there that were really that really I thought had nice games. Dale Roberts, stepping up playing free safety for the first time today. I thought he had a decent game. Not a great game, but all things considered, considering we're down Marcus May, considering we're down Doug Middleton, to put Dale Roberts at free safety, a corner, pretty much a cover corner out there on free safety, I thought he held his own, Looking at Trumaine Johnson and Morris Claiborne, they did not impress me at all today. Really looked like they were giving half effort, right? So, we had some guys out there making plays, really trying, really giving like a lot of effort. Williamson's another one of those guys that were really trying to step up as well. But then, you had the majority of the team just kind of, I don't want to say mailing it in, but just kind of out there because it looked like they had to be. But no, flipping it over to the offense, Josh McCown played, Sam Darnold did not. I thought McCown had a pretty solid day, at least statistically speaking. He had over 260 passing yards, I believe. He was running around trying to make plays. He did have that one interception, but it was just kind of like a heave at the end of the half, just to see kind of what happened. Just tries to make a play. So Josh McCown, I thought, played okay. We had a lot of success with the crossing patterns. New England had a really tough time covering in man coverage in that with those play calls. And I really felt as though the offensive line stepped up today as far as the pass protection goes. The running game, it definitely struggled. Thought that could have been an area that we could have attacked or could have utilized better in today's game, because I thought Isaiah Crowell, this could be a potential game where he could pop off for a lot of yards, maybe a few rushing touchdowns, but that wasn't the case. We could not get the run game going. But overall, I thought the Jets offense, aside from I would probably say 60% of the play calls, I thought they looked okay. I thought they went out there and executed. And I do have to point out that the New England Patriots pass rush is virtually non-existent. So, being realistic here, the pass protection did hold up today, giving McCown a lot of time to stand in the pocket and make throws. But being realistic, the Patriots pass rushers, they're just not that good. So we have to kind of call it like we see it here. It's not like we were going up against like a huge like J.J. Watt, David Clowney, or like a Von Miller, Bradley Chubb, Melvin Gordon, Joey. But we weren't going up against top pass rushers. The Patriots, quite frankly, are not good at doing that. So offensive line did well. Gotta say, you have to give credit where it's due. They had a pretty solid game. And Spencer Long looked a lot better at guard today. We need to play him at guard for the rest of the season because his snaps are god-awful. He needs to be the guard. All right. Brian Winters, he looked okay. Point is that the offensive line, they held their own today. They gave McCown a chance to win. But where I really felt the game was lost was coaching. All right, and I know I know it seems like I harp back on this point a lot, but I really feel like it does matter. On paper, when you take a big step back and you look at just the numbers and you don't watch the game, you can sit there and say, at halftime it's tied up. Pretty solid. The Patriots have way better players. They have Bill Belichick. They have Josh McDaniels. They have a better quarterback. This, that, the other thing. Patriots are that much better, and the Jets are tied. Pretty good stuff. But when you look at the details, when you actually look at like the fine tunings and the intricacies of the actual game, the Jets should have been winning. These are situations where we constantly shoot ourselves in the foot. Like, I believe it was in the first quarter, when Tom Brady and this Patriot offense, the Jets defense held the Patriot offense to a fourth down. And Todd Bowles goes out there and declines the penalty. And then I start getting, on Jets Twitter, I start having a lot of my friends that are Jets fans hitting me up like, what is going on? Why are we declining that? I was watching with my brother, and we were sitting there talking to ourselves like, what are you doing, Todd Bowles? It's already fourth down. Even if you accept the penalty, they're still going to be in field goal range. I mean, yeah, I guess, like, probability, Gostkowski will have a bigger chance to miss the field goal if you push him back, but you also have to take into consideration the offense that you're playing. This is what we're talking about as Jets fans, all right? This is a clear-cut example of Jets fans being irritated with Todd Bowles. So what happens is we decline the penalty, and as we all know, Tom Brady hits Rob Gronkowski over the top for a touchdown pass in an obvious passing situation. I mean, we're playing cover 4, and it's just like, how do we not stop that? All right, so Todd Bowles, and then they I don't know, it just really frustrates me. All right, so the Jets had our opportunities. I thought the Patriots also played a little sloppy as well in the penalties. I thought they were getting these weird calls on them that you don't really see out of a Bill Belichick coach team, and that was an area where I felt as though the Jets could have capitalized on, but. At the end of the day, the Patriots have better players. They're way better coached, and they're just the better team, all right? They're one of the top teams in the AFC. I believe they're the 3rd seed as of today, and the Jets are not. We're pretty much a bottom 5, bottom 6 team in the league as of right now. Sam Darnold wasn't playing. Marcus May wasn't playing. We had a bunch of injuries. Bilal Powell not playing. So when you mix that in, mix in with the coaching blunders that we had today by Todd Bowles, it's just not a recipe for success. So my hat goes off to New England. They played a pretty solid game. They really made a lot of halftime adjustments as well, really opening up the run game. I thought the Patriots did a really nice job setting the edge on the outside. That's something that the Jets try to do week in, week out. But we were never really successful at it. So the Patriots did a pretty solid job of that. Bill Belichick's halftime adjustments I thought were key in this whole game. And that's pretty much what it comes down to. The Patriots, bottom line, are the better team. All right, and it is what it is. So they won the game 27-13. We got the Tennessee Titans next week, I believe, in Nashville. So let's see if we could bounce back. And keep an eye on Titans offensive coordinator Matt LaFleur. He's one of my favorite guys being talked about, or that's actually not being talked about to become a head coach, but I really do believe in LaFleur. He's the Titans offensive coordinator, and we're going to have a first-hand look at him next week. So let's see how next week kind of pans out, and we'll go from there. So thanks so much for watching. I apologize for the crap loss today, and it is what it is. As always, thanks so much, and go Jets.